day to you viewers, the Colonel speaking to you live from the Grange for British Imperial YouTube Broadcasting, and we're embarking on a series of Gillie Potter, the highly underrated sort of monologuist. Anyway, here we go. Columbia DB86, Mr. Potter Has a Brother, Parts 1 and 2, humorous monologue by Gillie Potter, of course. I find him highly amusing. See what you think.
Well, here we are again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gillie Potter speaking. Several people who enjoyed hearing my account of a visit to Southend have asked me to tell them a little about myself. Well, there isn't much that I can tell you about myself. I sing a little, although not often, as there is usually some complaint about it. I dance a little, too, and I also play an instrument. My favourite instrument is the harp. I don't play it much now, but I hope to play it a great deal later on. My dear mother is so fond of the way in which I play the harp. I remember on one occasion her asking my three music masters, Freeman, Hardy and Willis, what they thought of my playing. She said, "What do you think of my son's execution?" They said, "We're in favour of it." That's some time ago. Well, I come from a very old family indeed. Well, you can tell how old we are. With regard to myself, the last time that I appeared in public, I heard someone say that I was rotten. So you see, you're getting very old when you get to that state. However, I don't care what they think about me in London, as I'm extremely popular in Ashby-de-la-Zouch. They simply love me in Ashby-de-la-Zouch. Do you know that they engaged me for the Harvest Festival? Yes, they got me to plough the fields and scatter, and still owe me 8p for doing it. I like Ashby-de-la-Zouch. I was there on the occasion of the last election. I was in the Red Lion there with the returning officer. We stayed there so long he almost became the revolving officer. I know there was some hitch with regard to the candidate, so they asked me to stand. I did try, but I slipped down again. We're a very fragrant old family, though. We have a town house and a country seat, but I'm not wearing them this evening. Our family motto is a Latin one, quod. The head of our family is my brother, and my one regret is that he is unable to be present this evening to give you this account of the family himself. But the truth is, he will not be appearing anywhere in public until about the middle of July. I believe it's July. Let's see. The assizes were in November. Yes, July. Or the end of June, if he behaves himself. He's a very distinguished man. He was until recently governor of Wormwood Scrubbs Prison. He got that position without any influence whatsoever. Just started as an ordinary convict and worked his way up. I had another brother who started in the same way at Pentonville. He worked his way out. And I forget for the moment the name of the city group to which he now belongs.
Right, on to side 2.
My eldest brother, the head of the family, has done brilliantly ever since he left the reformatory ship. It was a long swim, but he never regretted it. Soon after that, I got him a splendid position with Huntley and Palmer's. Then there were 2 ginger nuts missing, and then he won a scholarship to Borstal. Then they found the ginger nuts. Huntley found one, and Palmer found the other. Huntley's was somewhat nibbled, but Palmer's was all right, so that went back in the tin as a petit beurre. And my brother was able to leave Borstal. The wall wasn't as high then as it is now. He cut his cassock on the glass, but he got over. Then he went to Dartmoor. He had to go to Dartmoor. They appear to have been full up at Portland until the Monday. He was 4 years at Dartmoor, where he graduated as a navvy. In fact, we have his pickaxe at home on the piano now, next to Hannon Swaffer's photo. Or at least, we have it where the piano would be if we had a piano. Oh, we did have a piano once, until we quarrelled with Mr. Drage. All our family deal with Drage. My brother got his wife from Drage, but he didn't keep up the payments, so they took her away. She was a plain woman. They took her away in a plain van. Then my brother left Dartmoor. It was very foggy that week. Then he resumed his education, He went to Eton, then to Harrow, then to Oxford, and then to Cambridge, and then father got him to go to Melton Mowbray Technical School. Oh, they've turned out some good men at Melton Mowbray Technical School. They turned my brother out the first week, and with him went the headmistress. I met him the other day. He was not looking too well. I said, "How are you?" He said, "Oh, not so good and not so bad." I said, "That's a funny state to be in." He said, "Yes, since I saw you last, I married a wife." He said, "Oh, that's good, isn't it? That's good." He said, "Not so very good. She was a bad-tempered woman." I said, "Oh, that's bad, isn't it? That's bad." He said, "Not so very bad. She had some money." I said, "Oh, that's good." He said, "Not so very good. I invested the money in sheep, and they all died." I said, "Oh, that's bad, isn't it? That's bad." He said, "Not so very bad. I sold the skins for more than I gave for the sheep." I said, "Oh, that's good." He said, "Not so very good. I had the money in notes. It was in the house. Last night the house was burnt down and all the money with it." I said, "Oh, that's bad." He said, "Not so very bad. The wife was in the house." I said, "Oh, that's good." He said, "Not so very good. They saved her mother."
Was that the oldest possible mother-in-law joke, viewers? I don't know. Hope you enjoyed it. It was rather good. Thank you and goodbye.